a crossdresser and a transgender person. What is the differences between these two? That's what we're talking about today. So hello everyone, my name is Autumn Asphodel and I am a coach to help you live your best life. Be authentic with yourself. And today we're talking about the differences between someone who is a crossdresser, such as a drag queen or drag king, as well as a transgender person or a transsexual. So I'm sure you'll find this video helpful. There is a lot of confusion about those who cross-dress and those who are transgender. There is a significant difference between the two. So if your family or friends do not understand you, this information may help them differentiate between the two and better understand you. Those who cross-dress are often males who dress in females' clothing, also known as drag queens, but can also be females dressing in males' clothing, also known as a drag king. Generally, drag is a performance art done for entertainment. The men and women in drag are often gay and enjoy the performance of dressing up in the opposite sex's clothing. Drag queens and kings are essentially cross-dressers, but there are people who dress in the opposite sex's clothing who do not do it for a performance. These people tend to be cross-dressers and transvestites, or a person who dresses in the opposite sex's clothing. Someone who is transgender, and more specifically a transsexual, is a person who transitions from their birth sex to the opposite sex. A trans woman is a person who was born biologically a male and transitioned to a female through a social transition, hormones, and surgery. Likewise, a trans man is a person who was born biologically female and transitions to a male through a social transition, hormones, and surgery. A person who does not transition in these ways is not transgender. I myself am a transgender individual. I was born a male, but transitioned to a female. I've gone through the process of transitioning. I've taken hormones, I've socially transitioned among my friends and family, and I have also had surgery as well. Now, I was never a cross-dresser. I did not dress in women's clothing just because I liked it. I permanently dress in women's clothing because that's how I identify, because I had gender dysphoria and had to transition. Both cross-dresser and transgender sound quite alike, but there is one major difference. A cross-dresser does not transition. They dress in the opposite sex's clothing, often for a limited time, but generally live their life as the sex they were born as. Since a fair number of cross-dressers are gay, that also does not mean they are transgender, as sexual orientation is different from one's gender identity. Furthermore, it is possible that a cross-dresser and drag queen may decide to take low-dose hormones and possibly even some minor surgery to enhance their performance or to more effectively present as the sex they are portraying. However, they do not transition to the sex they are dressing as. This is the key difference, since a cross-dresser does not identify as the opposite sex. Only transsexuals do. A cross-dresser also does not necessarily come out as the opposite sex, but may come out as gay and then cross-dress to express themselves. A cross-dresser also does not experience gender dysphoria, which is the key symptom of those who are transgender. Gender dysphoria essentially is an uncomfortable feeling with oneself about a part of them that is specifically related to their birth sex. An example is the facial structure and genitals not matching what the person feels they are inside. A biological male person who identifies as female, but has a male facial structure and a male anatomy. Many parents, or even your friends, may not understand these terms and think you are being transgender just means you are a crossdresser. However, being a transgender individual means transitioning full-time into the opposite sex you were born as, and thus living the life of your preferred sex. A crossdresser does not transition and only portrays the opposite sex for a performance or a personal satisfaction only. These are quite simple to differentiate, but many people may not understand. So this information presented here will serve as an easy-to-follow clarification on the difference between the two. Please share your own experiences. Let me know how this works for you. Have a great day. Dealing with gender dysphoria is never easy, and dealing with the uncertainty of not really knowing what you are and how you should express yourself is also very confusing. But never let anyone bring you down or try to stop you from being your true authentic self. Always be you and express yourself. And if other people don't like it, that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. That should not even bother you at all. But we all know that it does to a degree. But you have to be you. You have to be your true authentic self. So be your true authentic self, no matter how difficult it is. So let me know what you thought of this video and this information. Be sure to check out the amazing merchandise over at Asphodel's shop to get yourself some really cool things. And I will see you all very, very soon. You all take care, have a great one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.